folks, Rick here. I'm back with another video. I'm here to discuss the LG V20. So in my video I made last night, we're discussing some of the things that we wanted to see in the LG V20, and we're discussing whether or not the V20 is going to be my next flagship device. And one of the key features of the V20 had to be design. Now LG with their LG G5 just was a major flop for them. They really didn't have much in regards to design. It was just an ugly phone, and you would think that LG learned their lesson, but obviously they didn't. I don't know how a major manufacturer could have a phone that flopped, then make their next, quasi flagship device look identical, but just a little bit more ugly or uglier than the initial device that was bad. That's like Samsung. They came out with the Samsung Galaxy S5, which was horrendous. So instead of making the S6 design that they made, making an S5 clone after it had abysmal sales. So in the background right here, you're seeing a picture of the LG V20. Now, let me go through some of these pictures that we have over here. Okay, so you have all the same features that it had that was on the V10. You had the same military grade durability, so you could drop it from 4 feet, and it's supposed to withstand some of those drops. Now, because of that, they're just using fancy terms to say plastic. So they say it's polycarbonate on the top, polycarbonate on the bottom, to help with drops. It's just a fancy word for saying plastic. So you put plastic on the top, plastic on the bottom. Now Huawei, with their Honor series and the Honor 5 or 5X, whatever it is, it was the same type of looking device. You had plastic on the top, and you had like a metal shield across the midsection of the device. And it reminds me of that. It was an ugly look. It was poor quality. It did not look high-end. It did not look flagship whatsoever. So what does LG do? They go ahead and make a device that looked like Huawei's sub-mid-range device. Now, I just don't get it. This phone is so ugly. This phone is like that ugly girl that wants to go out with you, that she's willing to cook for you, she cleans for you, she'll do whatever you want, she'll let you cheat on her, she'll let you go out, but all in all, she's still that ugly girl. This is the V20. The V20 spec-wise has a lot to offer. It has that secondary ticker display. It's a 5.7 inch screen as well. It has a removable back plate, so if you push that button that's highlighted in that picture right there, it pops open the back aluminum, and you could actually go and touch the battery. We're seeing in the leaked schematics that the bottom portion actually comes out like more of a modular design. It doesn't. So you just click on that button on the side, and the side panel just pops completely off, and you can access the battery, the SIM card, and the micro SD card. But the implementation is just cheap. You have no front firing speakers. You have that quad DAC for your headphones, which make your listening experience really good, but you have nothing in regards to the loudspeaker. You have no front firing speakers. This is supposed to be the beast of all LG phones, like the Note series is for Samsung, and this is just pathetic. I just don't get it. I was really rooting for LG to knock it out the park this time, and I just don't get how they can make a phone that looks exactly like a phone like the G5, which was a flop for them. I just don't get it, and I think they just made it look just a little bit more uglier than the G5, and that's really hard to do, to screw up a phone and make the next flagship look identical to it, just a tad bit more uglier than the G5. So guys, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Is the LG V20 a phone that you might think about picking up? I don't like it. I think it's gonna do horrible in sales, and for the first time ever, let's go take a look at it, I'm actually considering purchasing an iPhone. So guys, let's take a look at, go in pocket now real quick. Let's take a look at the brand new iPhone, if we could find it. Sorry guys, I should have been better prepared. But the brand new iPhone dropped today. One of the big disappointments about the iPhone is the lack thereof a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. So they did away with the 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, but they did throw in a cable which allows you to use the lightning port with the a connector that you could use your 3.5 millimeter headphones and other things that would fit into a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack. They also have these cool earbuds called AirPods. I thought, and I think it would have been a home run for Apple, would be to include those AirPods with the with the iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus. If you would include those AirPods, then this is a home run for them. You know what I mean? You're getting rid of the headphone jack, but here we go. We have these Bluetooth AirPods for you that come with the phone, that come with the device. So this is a look at one of the colors of the iPhone 7 Plus. It has a dual camera setup, both 12 megapixel cameras. Battery life is supposed to be at least 2 hours better on this device. The screen is better. It has water resistance on it now. So this phone has a lot to offer. Style-wise, look-wise, it's not my thing. I don't like iOS. I like Android a lot better. I like the customization of Android. But the jet black version of this looks pretty nice. Now, right now, here's what's going on in Android. The Note 7 exploding on people. $850 for the same specs as Galaxy S7 Edge. Why would I buy that? I'd be stupid to buy that. LG V20, supposed to come out of the ashes of the G5 and actually bring the company back to profitability. It looks ugly as fuck. It is disgusting looking. So right now, other than the mid-range flagships that are being offered, like the Honor 8, it's a really attractive looking device. That's something I was considering, but it has no image stabilization. What else? And you can't capture photos in RAW. The Axon 7. The Axon 7 was really great. Poor picture quality in low light. It's really poor. And the iOS it's like jello. When you're walking down the street, it does a really poor job. They might be able to fix that with software updates, but right now, I just don't like that. So currently, there's no phone on the market. I'm actually filming on the Galaxy S7 Edge. And I really wanted to go to my next device, my next flagship. I usually upgrade my phones once every 6 months, but there's nothing out there. It's sad to say when the new iPhone is competing with Android. Right now, the iPhone was always behind Android a few years, but with these dual 12 megapixel cameras with a 1.8 aperture, and it does all kinds of crazy effects with zoom. The design of this phone, I actually like it better than the iPhone 6. It's a better design on it, better colors. It has better battery life, better screen. It has stereo speakers. It has the speaker grill on the front where you actually place your ear to it is now a loudspeaker, as well as the speaker on the bottom. So now you have stereo speakers on an iPhone, and you have water resistance. So, other than the OIS, what I mean, if you don't like the whole Apple operating system, that would be the only reason stopping you from actually trying to purchase an iPhone 7 Plus, or whatever the hell they're calling it. One of the major sticking points for me, other than operating system, is the lack thereof expandability. Now, their base model is going to be 32 gigabytes. I guess no one's going to buy that because you don't have expandability. The next level up is 128 gigs. So you got to ask yourself, if you want to purchase the Plus, how much are they going to offer the 128 gig variant? Is it going to be like similar to the Note 7, like $850 range? I just don't think it's worth it at that price point. So guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the LG V20. Does that shit look ugly as hell to you, or is that the next device you're gonna wind up purchasing? I know that my Galaxy S7 Edge, blows that phone out the water in regards to looks. So, aesthetics is a big deal for me in regards to the phones that I purchase, as well as productivity. So I'm gonna stick with my Galaxy S7 Edge for now. I'm really hoping in late September or October somebody announces a phone with great specs, great camera, and great build quality. I'm really still waiting for the Asus Zenfone 3 Deluxe to be dropped in the United States. I haven't been hearing anything whatsoever about that phone, and so far I think that phone is going to be the best phone on the market comparable to these other phones. I just really don't see anything else on the horizon that's gonna be on par. So alright guys, that's my video. Let me know what you think about the V20, the iPhone 7, and the 7 Plus, and any other questions or comments you have. Alright guys, I'll see you in the next one.